can that protest and that dissent on the streets, can it?
Oh, I think, Aaron, I'm just going to stop you to go to the stream
Please.
for a minute. Sorry, we're just seeing a Israeli vessel move very, very close to, incredibly close, like swinging right past it, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there. Everybody's got their hands up. It looked like a very near miss, if not a slight collision there. I'm not sure which ship that is at the moment that we're looking at, but it's the bottom left on your screen. Everyone awaiting disembarkation or interception at the moment. That was a very, very close call. That Israeli ship could easily have cracked the hull of that boat, which contains, by the looks of it, about at least 12 people, I'd say, maybe more out of shot. Potentially a disaster. They seem to be. It seems as though they weren't coming for those passengers. They seem to be moving around. Their hands are down. It looks like that boat may have retreated. Aaron, that kind of near miss gives you a real sense of, even the potential for unintended danger here. People are out in the open sea. It's dark. People on the flotilla are tired. We don't want to feel too sorry for them, but we don't feel sorry for them at all. But the soldiers on board these ships will themselves be increasingly tired. It's also a big holiday in Israel, and they're not, they're not acknowledging that holiday. Instead, they're out here doing this. That's Yom Kippur, of course. What are the risks here in this kind of operation? The kind of risks to life that are at place here, which aren't necessarily intentional risks, but where things could easily go wrong.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point, Stephen. You can see now just from the feed, the boats are very small vessels. The larger vessels were intercepted first, but some of these are very, very small vessels, and they could capsize, they could sink. That's not to suggest that's easy, but like you said, if there's a collision with a fast-moving IDF vessel, it's perfectly plausible, and there's enough to be concerned about with regards to malicious actions from the Israeli side, but the accidental one as well is not to be neglected. And you're right, the scale of this convoy is unprecedented, and there's a reason why. I think we talked about this earlier. There's a reason why they are just 50 nautical miles away now from Gaza. Why they've gotten so close, because it's going to be easier to decant those people and get them back. Whereas if you had them out further to sea, that would be somewhat harder. So this is logistically very, very complex for the Israelis. There's a reason why they are so close to Gaza. And I think it's really important to highlight that a function of that, or a reflection of that, is it's also a very difficult and dangerous operation as well. Very dangerous. And to repeat, these are some of the bravest people you'll ever see. They are sleep deprived. They've been on boats for weeks. They've not eaten, slept very well, and they are risking their lives. They're risking their lives. Like I say, 3 British aid workers, former service personnel, were killed by the IDF. Our government did nothing, right? So the disincentives on the Israeli side aren't as high as you'd hope. Very, very brave people. Lots of danger therein, and yeah, the accident side of things can't be diminished. And of course, sometimes with quote unquote accidents in the Israelis, you don't know where one begins and the other ends. You don't know what's an accident and what's intentional.
Right.
But I think you've made an important point.
Just wanted to reply to someone in the chat who may have just joined, who's asking how many boats have been intercepted so far.